Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Adventure Prone 4x4. Today, and for the first couple of videos, we're going to be doing just a couple of really simple product reviews, unboxings, things like that, a couple of how-to maintenance videos, just while we get the hang of video editing. Then we'll jump into some of the more complex videos. First up, we do have an install. We are changing over the spotlights on the nav. We're going from the 9-inch illuminators from Adventure Kings into the SUPERNOVA 9-inch Revenants. Hopefully they're going to be a little bit brighter, a little bit better. I'm looking for something a little more quality. These probably aren't too much of a jump up, but long term these guys do offer a more premium light in an 8.5 inch with much better specs. Long term I'd love to go into those if these are any good. If not, we'll shop around. Right now we'll quickly jump in, we'll do an unboxing, we'll have a quick look at them and have a quick look at the aesthetics and see what we think. The actual packaging themselves, it came very quick. I was very happy with the shipping that I got. We did have a problem with the Afterpay. I used Afterpay for these. It didn't register. So although I was paying for them, the order hadn't gone through to SUPERNOVA. Now all that took was a quick message to, I think it's Ben at SUPERNOVA. He fixed it up super quick for me. I think it was probably like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. He still replied. Which is great. He sorted it straight out for me. Because of the delay in shipping, he did throw me in a free camping light as well, which is super cool of him. I didn't expect that, but that was really good. So we've got the light here. That will be the screws and bolts to it, or just bolts to attach them. We've got the bracket here. What I'm hoping with this bracket is that those holes are going to line up somewhat with the ones that are already on the ball bar for the King's lights. I will let you know how they go in this video, because hopefully I don't have to go drilling more holes, but if I do, so be it. Nice sturdy bracket, that's not going anywhere. Okay, so first up, that flood cover is quite loose, which is pretty annoying. That's really pretty annoying. You can see they've got the SUPERNOVA. God, which way does that go? Lights down. They've got the SUPERNOVA logo on the front. Something a bit different compared to the Kings. The flood lens, however, does not have that. So here we've got the actual light itself. Pretty heavy. One thing I like is that we do have these heat vents here. They go straight down. They're not going to get mud or anything caught in them. Not that that was ever an issue for me, but I like the idea of it. You've got the SUPERNOVA logo up the top written there in the silver. The way that joins in there, pretty standard plug. Not loving that, but if it's waterproof, that's all you can ask for. And we will be testing whether or not they are waterproof down the track. Other than that, pretty happy with them. They're LEDs, aluminium housing. The big difference between these is going to be, and I do have a list here, so these ones are only IP67K, which the illuminated 9 inches are IP68. These ones here are supposed to give out about 20,000 lumens per pair, whereas the illuminators are 18,000 per pair. Not a huge jump, but a jump nonetheless. These ones, and this is kind of where I decided that these would be what I went with. These have a 2-year warranty, 24-month warranty, whereas your Kings only have a 12-month warranty. They're both cast alloy housing, which is great. These ones go for about $170. That is including a wiring harness. There is a wiring harness somewhere. It might be in the other box, but I was told there would be a wiring harness. The others don't. The Kings, you have to pay for the extra wiring harness. These ones here, like I said, they're both 9-inch. You do get your flood covers included in that price. So once again, Kings, you have to pay extra for the flood cover. So these go for about $170 per pair, your Kings about $140, so that $30 difference. You get the flood covers, you get the wiring harness if you're going to use the wiring harness. We're not going to use the wiring harness. I don't like wiring harnesses, they're a bit messy and a bit bird's nesty in the engine main. I like to keep that clean and tidy, so I'll show you how I'm going to attach those there. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't imagine there's too much more in the other box. If I can kind of fix up something to keep that on, because I would like to have it on, because knowing my life I will fix something. But that's alright. Looks cool anyway. I don't do a whole lot of night driving. Probably more, especially when I go away, we usually get up pretty early. So we do need them then, but if I'm not first in the convoy, I don't usually have my highs on anyway. So, like I said, overall pretty happy. That flood cover's going to annoy the crap out of me, but I'll let you know if I can rig something up to keep that stable, otherwise that's just... There we go. So, these don't actually fit, no. So, you can see that they are just cutting in a little bit too far either way. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably just shift it over an inch, drill completely new holes for them. That'll be fine. Probably for the best anyway. I did struggle with I ended up having to grind an Allen key short just to get in that distance there. That's probably where they should be anyway, so that's not too much of a drama. We will cut these ends off now and we'll get some tools out, drill the new holes. We'll get all that sorted. Okay, so I've just finished up a couple of the holes. All I'm going to do now is I am just going to finish the other side up. It'll be exactly the same as the other side. And then we'll go straight to putting them on. So just to show you guys quickly how these do go in, I'm just going to find the last bolt, which is over there. That's what that spare nut was. I'm glad I figured that out. So that nut there, the big one, you just drop it in the slot there. Now there will be one more smaller one. There's a little pocket up the side. It's sitting just there, the other one's gone down a little bit. Then that little black piece, just pop that straight in and that just holds everything in tight. Perfect, just like that. Easy as that. So now we just go up these, we just pop that straight into the bracket and we mount them straight on like that, which is great. Nice and easy. Okay, so just quickly, I'm waiting for my soldering iron to heat up. Just a quick note, if you are installing these from a previous pair of spotlights, they do fit just your standard Deutsch plug. So I've cut mine off from the old Kings, only to find that I should have just left them on. So just a heads up if you are installing them from a previous pair of spotties, yeah, don't cut them off if they've got a Deutsch plug. I've just created so much extra work for myself. So just a quick FYI. Whoops. Okay, so we've just wired up the back side. Everything's been done, everything's connected. We've got the cases on. The cases are still quite loose. I don't know if there's anything I can do to really fix that. I'm not too sure, but either way, they look good. We'll do a quick test outside as well when it gets a little bit darker. It's still very light out there. When it gets darker, I'll do a comparison between the illuminators and these Revenants. Okay, so we're just out here we're on a local road, just a little bit out of town. We're just going to do a quick comparison between the Kings and the 9-inch Revenants. So first up, get Alex to put his on, then we'll put mine on. Everyone meet Alex, say hello.
Hi guys.
Cool. We'll do his first, then we'll do mine. So first up, we've got Alex's lights. We've got his low beams, his high beams, and his spotlights.
So as we can see, Alex's lights are quite concentrated in the center. There's not a whole lot of peripheral there, whereas mine are the other way around. Mine, well, while I've still got plenty of focus in the center, I do feel like I've got a little bit more peripheral view. It's certainly quite a different color to Alex's. Mine's very white, whereas Alex's is very yellow. One thing I will note is that the flood cover hasn't come off yet, which is great. Hasn't rattled around or fallen off. Also, one thing that's made a big difference is night driving. I'm not getting this massive amount of glare off street signs. I feel like I'm not my eyes aren't straining with these bright reflections off street signs as I drive. It's made it a lot more comfortable to actually drive at night, and it's taken a lot of stress off. I feel like it's taken a lot of stress off my eyes when I'm driving home late at night, so that's a win, I think. Like I said before, I really don't think there's a huge amount of difference between these lights, other than the fact that you get another year warranty, you get flood lenses if you want them, and you get a wiring harness at no extra charge. There's not a great deal of difference except those three things, and a little bit of, like I said, I really do feel like they're a little more comfortable to drive with at night, but really I'm quite happy with them. They're definitely an upgrade from the Kings. I do really believe that they're a little bit better. Not a great step up, but they are better, and I'm happy with them. That brings us to the end of the video. If you want to see more, like and subscribe. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, obviously. You can follow us on Instagram, and you can even follow my personal Snapchat account too. I'll leave those in the link below. I'll also leave a copy of the link to find these lights at SUPERNOVA. I'll leave that description, the link below, for anyone who wants to go in, check them out. Otherwise, that should be the end. We've got a couple of videos coming up. We've got a busted intercooler, so it's going to be a catch can and a new intercooler coming up with some new hoses as well. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.